What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do 180s, 360s, and possibly even 540s on inlines and quad skates. Alright guys, before we get started, please hit that like button if you appreciate all my hard work. I'll give you a second. It's flying here. If you don't appreciate my hard work, hit the dislike button and roll away, all right? So today we're gonna be talking about 180s, 360s, and potentially 540s. Now, for the record, I've never thrown a 540, so this is gonna be new for me today. But all the same rules apply, all right? Now, what do we wanna learn first? 180s, 360s, 540s? Let's go with the 180s, it's the most simple, okay? Now, with any trick, you're gonna have your dominant sides and your non-dominant side. So for me, I like to spin to my right side, okay? Some people might like to spin to the left side. Pick one, doesn't matter to me, okay? What matters is that it feels comfortable to you. So, when you're doing these tricks, always please be careful, all right? Don't sue me if you get hurt. I'm just here trying to help, all right? Wear your helmets. So the 180 is really simple. All you have to do is, if you don't know how to skate backwards, don't do this trick yet, because you're gonna be landing backwards. So you're just gonna jump, pick a side, and spin. If you watch the jumping tutorial, I would say use a lot of tips from there. We'll go over them really quick. If you come over here, you see I have these lines on the ground. These two lines right here, I would set that as a mark, as like a practice. That's your beginning steps. Try to do a 180 over that. It's gonna look like that. It's gonna look real low. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna go like this, all right? But that's okay. The more you do it, the more you're gonna get comfortable. That's with every trick. I know I say it a lot, but you gotta find your center of gravity. You gotta find your balance point, okay? So get markings on the ground to help you set goals for yourself. That's gonna help you improve. And then once you can do that one, move it further, all right? Now, same thing with jumping regular. It's gonna be the same thing with doing 180s. We got the skateboard here, okay? If you want higher 180s, practice putting stuff on the ground. Start small, don't start big, okay? Start with like a little skateboard on its side. You can practice doing 180s over it, okay? The higher you wanna go, the more you have to tuck your legs into your body, okay? Let's pretend we have like a huge, gigantic thing. I'm gonna tuck my legs up high. You see how high I tucked my legs up? Now, when I did that, I wasn't going super fast, okay? To get height, you don't need to be going fast. But if we come over here and you see all these lines on the ground, let's say we already did this one, we already did here to there, and now we want to do here to there, okay? That's going to be really hard to do, but you don't have to jump super high to do it. All you have to do is go faster. So let me just show you. If it's your first day doing 180s, please don't start with this, Start really small. Start with like a crack. You don't need to go crazy. So just like that, the more speed you get, I might not have cleared all of it. I'm not trying to use all my energy. We've been filming all day. I'm tired, okay? You got me jumping around. I got to do 360s and 540s after this. So, yeah. Same thing with jumping regular. Try to think about jumping straight up. That's 180s. You got to learn how to just set goals for yourself and get practice. Now with 360s, these are hard to do, okay? 540s are hard to do. They're really scary. Let me show you something real quick. This right here is how I learned to do 360s, okay? I just put a pair of my old boots on, okay? Then I have these ankle weights. These are optional, okay? But you put these around your legs and I put the boots on, and that kind of simulates, I can't talk at all, just please guys, bear with me. It simulates having skates on, okay, without having wheels. You have the bulkiness of the shoe here, okay, and you have the heaviness of the boot and the skate. So if you put those on, if you have access to that sort of thing, just practice doing this in your house and just practice throwing your body in a 360, because I'm telling you right now, the first like 56 times that you try to do a 360 with just shoes on, you're gonna land like that, and you're gonna land like that, and you're not gonna know the amount of force that you need to carry you in a perfect 360, because obviously when you get the skates on, you're gonna be moving forward, and when you land, you can't land sideways like this. You have to land in the direction that you're skating. So, guys, if you can, before you do 360s, if you can, please try to do it in your house first with at least boots on, or if you can get weights, that'd be great. Practice it outside if it's too loud in the house. If you live in an apartment or something, you don't want to be shaking the neighbors underneath you. But I'm telling you guys, that's going to help you out so much more than you could ever imagine, because like I was talking about earlier, when you jump and you throw your body, you don't know how much energy it takes to get in a perfect straight direction, okay? And obviously, I'm kind of a smaller guy, you know, bigger people, it's gonna take more energy. So it's all about, like I say with every trick and every tutorial, it's all about finding what your center of gravity is and how much energy it takes for you to do that trick. So practice outside, practice without skates on first. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna make a world of a difference. I would also, whatever way you do the 180s, do the 360s in the same direction, just to make it simpler for yourself. And then if you wanna go back later and learn how to do it the opposite way, then that's perfectly fine. I would just stick to one side or the other. What else can we say about 360s? Now 360s, they're a little bit different than 180s. You can set goals for yourself if you want to learn how to do, you know, higher 360s or longer 360s. It gets really kind of, you know, all the same rules apply. It just gets harder the more rotations that you're doing. And then you can also do reverse 360s too. That's another thing. So I didn't really talk about this with the 180s, but let's say you're skating backwards. That's a 180 too, you know? It's just a fakey 180 because you're starting backwards. So same thing with 360s, you can do fakey 360s. If you start backwards, same thing, okay? I have not done one of those since I broke my collarbone, so that was a little scary. But so now 540s. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've never done a 540, but you know, we could try one, I guess. Now, something that helps me is that try to think about whenever I do a 180, okay, for example, I think about skating backwards, because ultimately when you land, you're going to be skating backwards. So if you can kind of get in the mindset of like, okay, I need to go backwards, you jump and then you kind of like, you already know the feeling of skating backwards, so it kind of gets you ready for that position. Same thing with 360s. You're like, okay, after this trick, I'm going to be skating forward. So just think about skating forward, and you're still in that exact line that you were going before. So with 540s, it should be the same thing, right? Except you're starting forward and I'm landing backwards, so I got to think about skating backwards. So let's try and throw one, I guess. Wow. It's kind of scary. I've really never done one of these. So I'm going to be landing backwards. Okay, I'm just kind of, this is my process. Sometimes I like to just kind of get ready by like feeling it out. So I'm going to be, I spin to my left, or I mean to my right, so. Okay, so that's what the trick will be, right? Almost. We almost had it. Was that close, Amber? She doesn't even know. It felt close. I kind of hit the microphone on the ground. Everything sounds good still? All right, we'll try it again. That wasn't too bad. See, you're gonna fall. You know what would really help me is if I went outside and practiced in the grass, but it's raining outside right now, so we can't. Here, I'll try again. All right, we're getting closer, I feel like. Was that close to a 540? Ah, my butt hurts. Okay, I keep hitting this microphone on the ground too. Hold on, I'm gonna switch pockets real quick. Ah, kind of. My glasses keep popping off. Was that a 540? Huh? So you can see the process. You're never going to land stuff first try. It takes a while. But as you can see, when I'm practicing this trick, you don't need to go super fast when you're learning. Just take it slow. You know, when you fall, you want to be able to make sure that you're not going to get injured too bad. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the quad skates and show you kind of how to do the same stuff on the quad skates. All the same rules basically apply, so let's go throw them on real quick. All right, so we got the quad skates on, and okay, so with the quad skates, when you're doing the 180s and the 360s and the 540s even, you have to make sure that you're really landing flat, okay? You don't want to land too far forward, because if you land far forward, you're gonna do that, okay? Now, I actually kind of fell there. It was supposed to be on purpose, but then I actually fell. So that's one key tip, is that you gotta land flat when you, just like that, when you jump, okay? Watch when I do this 180. I jump, 180, land flat. I was a little bit wonky there, but you get the idea. You don't want to land too far, like with your feet and your toes pointed, and you don't want to have them too pointed up or down. Now I'm just rambling. I don't even know what the frick I'm talking about. So same thing with the 360s. Try to just picture yourself landing flat. You don't want to land, and I guess when I say flat, your feet want to be flat. Okay, just have your feet flat. Here's a 360. God. I'm sorry guys, that was such a weak 360. But man, I've been making these tutorial videos for like 3 hours and I'm exhausted. Here, I'll try one more. Here's a real 360. Okay, that was a little bit better. So you really want to just think about landing flat. That's the best advice I can give you when you're trying to do this trick on the quad skates. And work your way up. Start with the 180s, go to the 360s, and then eventually the 540s. I mean, I'm not even there yet. I can't do them on the inlines. I definitely can't do it on these, but what happened?
You're not gonna do the 540?
Hell no. Hell no. Amber just asked if I was doing the 540. Did you see how weak that 360 was? I have no energy left. I've been throwing 360s and 540s and breakdowns left and right over here. So anyways, guys, if you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already, I don't know why you're not. We have tons of playlists in the description below. We got obstacle course challenges. You guys hear me talk about all the time, exploring the streets, but seriously, they're awesome. Go check it out. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Don't forget to ring the notification bell.